Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to ukulele lesson number 1, muscle memory lesson number 1. So I'm going to teach you about how muscle memory will make you a better and a faster learner and a faster player with the switching of the chords. You need to develop muscle memory to be able to switch from chord to chord to chord. You can't really think about it because if you think about it, by the time you think about it, the song has passed you by. So you need to develop muscle memory. Now, what is muscle memory? If you watched my guitar video about muscle memory, you heard me tell the story about Michael Jordan and how he stood on the foul line. It was in front of thousands and thousands of people, and he closed his eyes and he made a shot, and it went swish right into the middle of the basket. And the way he did it was muscle memory. So much repetition over so many years, he knew exactly the perfect way to throw the ball. If he threw it just a little, the ball wouldn't get to the hoop. If he threw it too much, it would go over the backboard and into the crowd. So he developed muscle memory. And that's what you need to do. That's what all great musicians, all great artists do. They develop muscle memory because you can't think. You got to be able to just get in the zone and just play. So we're going to start today. We're going to go through 4 chords: the C, A minor, F, and the G. They are the 4 easiest chords, and you can play thousands, possibly hundreds of thousands of songs using just those 4 chords. So we're going to start with the C chord. A little diagram is going to pop up over here in a second. And a C chord is going to be, you're just going to hold the ukulele and you're going to hold down the 3rd area, 1, 2, 3, on the 1st string, on the string closest to the floor. And that's our C chord. Now, how do we develop muscle memory? Well, the whole idea of muscle memory is repetition, playing the same thing. Now, if I ask you to play C, A minor, F, and G, C, A minor, F, and G, and to start out, by the time you got to the G chord, you'd probably forget what the C chord was again. So we're going to take 1 chord at a time. And if you just take 4-5 minutes on each chord, by the time you get through this in 10, 15, 20 minutes time, you're going to know those chords so good, you're going to be able to play thousands, like I said, thousands and thousands of songs. Here we go. C chord, 3rd fret, and you're going to use 1, 2, 3, your 3rd finger, your ring finger. And you're going to strum the C chord. Now, I played that chord 4 times, but how many times did I actually practice making that chord? If you said 4 times, you were wrong. I actually just played it 1 time. I practiced making that chord 1 time. And the secret to muscle memory is to make the chord, take your hand off, stretch out those muscles, make the chord again, stretch out those muscles, make the chord, stretch out those muscles, until that becomes such a natural movement that you can just make the chord without even looking at the ukulele. So, here we go. We're going to strum the chord 4 times. We're going to go slow. Strum along with me, and then you'll see what we're going to do. We're going to take our hand off, and we're going to put our hand back on. You'll get the idea. Here we go. 1, 2, 4 strums go. C, 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 C. Hand off, back on, ready, go. C, 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 C. Hand off, back on, C again. Hand off, back on, ready, go. And if you notice, I'm just strumming down strums with my thumb. Hand off, back on, 2 more times, go. Last C chord, ready, go. All right. So, if you need to, you stop, you put the video on pause, and you go back and you practice that again, or you rewind it back until you feel comfortable playing the C chord. Now our next chord is the A minor chord. Now A minor is the string closest to you. You're going to use your middle finger, your second finger. You're going to hold down the second fret area. Now use that finger. I know you can use your first finger or your third finger, or even your pinky if you really wanted to try, but don't do that. Use your second finger, and there's a reason why coming up in a second. You'll see when we go on to the next chord. So A minor is second fret and then open, open, open strings. So again, like I said before, if you make the chord, take your hand off, make it again. Take your hand off, make it again. Take your hand off. And you do this over and over till you get so good at it that you don't even have to look. You can close your eyes. You can play C, and now you can play A minor without even looking. It's easy once you get the hang of it and once you develop muscle memory. So here we go, A minor chord, 4 strums each. 1, 2, A minor, go. Hand off, back on, ready, go. Hand off, back on, ready, go. Hand off, back on, ready, go. Last A minor, ready, go. All right, so practice that over and over also. So you have the C chord and you have A minor. All right, now we're going to go to the F chord. Here it is, right there. So you're going to take your first finger on the second string in the first fret area, and your second finger is going to be the same spot as A minor. That's why I wanted you to leave your second finger there and use your second finger when playing A minor, because now all you have to do to get to A minor, F, A minor, F. One more time, A minor and F. So, remember, make the chord, take your hand off. 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 All right, so let's do the F chord now. Hopefully you practice that a lot. Again, stop the video if you have to. Rewind it a little bit if you have to until you get the F chord down. Here we go. F chord. 1, 2, 4 strums, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hand off, back on, ready, go. Hand off, back on, ready, go. Hand off, back on, a few more times, go. Last time, ready, go. All right, so now if you have the C chord, the A minor chord, and the F chord, you could actually start playing some songs. So you have C, A minor, and F. All right. So you guys, you're getting good. I can already tell. I can hear it. I can hear it. All right, here we go. The last chord that we're going to learn in this video is a G chord. And then once you know those 4 chords, like I said, hundreds of thousands of songs you'll be able to play. For real. The G chord. Your first finger goes on the 3rd string from the floor in the 2nd fret. Check out the diagram over here, over here. All right. Second finger goes on the 1st string. And your 3rd finger goes on the 2nd string. If you happen to play guitar, it's like a D chord shape on the guitar. That's the same shape if you were going to learn how to play guitar. But on the ukulele, it's called a G chord. Just the way that the strings are tuned, and so it makes the G chord sound. So if you went on guitar and played a G, and then played this chord, and played a G, played the ukulele, and you went on the piano and you played G, it would all sound the same. It's just different ways of playing it because it's obviously a different instrument. So, first finger, second finger, third finger. This one you should practice a lot more with muscle memory. I would do this 10, 20, 30 times. So at the beginning, you're going to struggle. Your first finger is going to go here, and you got to get your second finger, and then your third finger's not going to want to go down on the second string, but you'll get it. You make the chord. You take your hand off. Gotta take your hand off. First finger, second finger, third finger. You have to take your hand off. You have to do it. Or if you don't take your hand off, you're not learning anything. If you're just strumming, you only played the chord once. So you need to take your hand off after every strum when practicing. Develop muscle memory. So here we go. Hopefully you stopped the video and you practice the G chord a whole bunch of times. I hope so. You should be able to start getting it. You should be able to not even have to look and just put your hand down and give it a strum. And if you could do that, you're on your way to muscle memory and playing so many songs and having so much fun with this instrument. It really is a fun instrument. It doesn't take a lot to learn. And if you just have patience and really practice the way I just showed you using muscle memory, you will be able to play all these chords. So here we go. G chord, 4 strums. 1, 2, G chord, go. Hand off, back on, ready, go. Hand off, back on, ready, go. Now it's okay if you have to look at the beginning. Hand off, back on, ready, go. We're going to do a few more because the G chord really needs practice. Go. Hand off, back on, ready, go. Last one, ready, go. All right, I can tell you're doing awesome. So the last thing we're going to practice now is we're going to do the C chord, then A minor, then F, and then G. We're going to go really, really slow, and we're going to practice switching those chords right in a row. You got to think ahead. So as you're on the C chord and you're strumming it 4 times, already start thinking, where does A minor go? Picture it in your brain. Picture where your fingers go. Once you're on A minor, picture where F is going to go. Once you're on F, picture the way G is going to go. That one you really have to really concentrate on. Here we go. We're going to start on the C chord. 1, 2, C chord, go. C. Now start thinking about A minor. Now start thinking about F. What do you do? First finger down. And then go to the G chord. 3 fingers down. That's the hard switch. Now start thinking about C again. A minor. F. And G. Let's go through that one more time. C chord. A minor. Add in a little extra strum, little up strum. F. And G. One last time. We're having fun. C. A minor. Yep, F is next. And G. And end on C. That's our tonic chord, that's our root chord, that's our home chord. It feels good to go back to that chord at the end, doesn't it? So that is it. That's how you could play the four most basic chords on the ukulele. And with those chords, like I told you earlier, you can literally play hundreds and thousands of songs. Look them up. Go on YouTube, look up all the different songs that you can play. If you even just punch in easy ukulele songs, you will see that most of the songs use a combination of those four chords. So good luck, have fun, and I'll see you in another video, I hope. Bye.